Real talk. What is a big thing we have to figure out when living in Sonoma? Where are we gonna get our Mexican food? So today, we tried our first one. We went to, it's called El Patio, and they actually have a McDougal menu. So not only do they know what the word vegan even means, but they have a complete menu that is meat-free, dairy-free, definitely vegan. So even if we go in and get something that's not on that menu, we know that as long as we're getting vegan ingredients, those things are not cooked in chicken broth. They're not having other things mixed into it. There's no lard in the tortillas. So I'm not gonna lie, we had a nibble on the way over here, but we hadn't tried the sauces yet. The burrito is very good. Normally, we'll go to Primo's in San Diego County, and we get beans. I just put my hand in salsa.
Yep.
We get beans, rice, pico de gallo, and french fries. So, being not in San Diego, typically we get a funny face whenever we ask for our french fries to be in the burrito, but we still did that anyways. So, they make theirs with a whole wheat tortilla. I just burritoed it. So they make theirs with a whole wheat tortilla. The beans are not refried, and it's brown rice. So even that alone is a plus, and it tastes great. It's hard for me to say it tastes better than Primo's. It just tastes different than Primo's, but also really good. Are you trying to have me hand it to you?
If you want me to, so you have two hands.
No,
Okay.
thanks. Very good. So now I need to try it with the sauce. The red sauce reminds me of Rico's.
Okay.
So those are both great. Typically, I'm a green sauce gal. Their green sauce is spicier than their red, which I don't mind at all. But I think I would use both of their sauces and I would mix them. So if anyone's ever been to Rico's Taco Shop in Encinitas, their red sauce kind of reminds me of that. So feels close to home. Very excited. This is our first shot. When we came up to look at properties and we were potentially going to live in Boulder Creek before, we went to a Mexican food place in Boulder Creek that would have been right down the way from where we were staying. And, oh, I hate saying this.
Not my favorite.
Maybe one of the worst burritos I've ever had. Like, it was just very plain. It was like just the beans. The beans didn't seem seasoned. Just everything was just very plain, cut and dry, put together. And the salsa was very bland. The chips weren't fantastic. So we were not stoked. We thought that was going to be the closest Mexican food place to us. So this place, granted, is like 25 minutes away from the property that we were looking to get. But they are in town, which is around where we're going to be grocery shopping anyways. So, stoked. While out, we also finally got some wood for the fireplace. They've got this gorgeous fireplace here that they have for us to use. Their only request is that you don't use starter wood with those logs. So at the grocery store, we got some just wood in a box, got a little bit of kindling. We tried literally using just wood from the outside and kindling last night, and that didn't work. And the night before. We can assume that Mom is calling. Hello.
That one's going in next.
You know, it would be so funny
What?
if we put in a new battery, put in a new memory card, record the fire for an hour.
Yeah.
Hello. So I have just been hanging out here, actually doing some scanning of documents on my phone, saving them into the files folder, like the filing cabinet files folder that I made in my phone to store all of our documents. And I've been wanting to open this up. We actually got it nice and early this morning. When we woke up, it was outside of our place at the Airbnb here. And I know in theory what's in it, but I thought I would open it with you. There's, ooh, we might have all 3 things in here. I thought it might just be 2 out of 3. But, yay. Also, don't mind the robe and like the layers going on here. It's probably not even, let me see, it's probably not even that cool technically. Camp Meeker, 62 degrees. I love how it looks at this temperature, but it is quite chilly. So we've had the fire going, they have a little space heater, and Jared actually just left to get more firewood because me, who has not really dealt with fireplaces that much, I grabbed firewood for us, and we've literally used up that entire box since we got home last night. So he's getting more now at a local spot, so hopefully it'll cost less instead of getting it at a grocery store. Just kind of one of those, like when you're driving and someone has that sign out, it's like firewood for sale. He's trying to find one of those because we thought we saw when we were driving, and then he's going to a farmer's market because, ooh, I don't know why I'm like diving into this right now with all this in front of me, but he's going to the farmer's market so that he can get mushrooms because he ate the mushrooms that I bought for one of my recipes, and we weren't able to find rhubarb. While here, I want to do some recipe videos because kitchen's so cute. But we went to Whole Foods and Safeway yesterday, and we were able to find literally everything except for rhubarb. So it could be out of season. It's not the end of the world if we don't have it. It's just for the top of the cheesecake, but it's what makes it look so holiday-y with the red, and it's like so cute. But anyways, he's gonna try that. So I'm going into this. But at 62 degrees, I'm bundled. I lucked out being able to order it actually to this location because we also got our P.O. box set up, which I'll start putting in the description down below because why not? But we got our P.O. box set up, which will have us prepared for future business things while we don't quite have our actual address yet. It's a nice go-between. And then again, we can still use it in the future even when we actually have our property and everything going on there. It's nice to have a secondary address. So things that I wanted to make sure we had. This is Flea and Tick Pest and Home. Kills, repels, prevents fleas, ticks, and mosquitoes for cats and dogs, but they are vegan and cruelty-free, which is amazing because often when you buy these things, they're not vegan and they're tested on animals to like find out at what point they become like toxic to animals. We got lemongrass scent. I can already smell it, but I'm so gonna open it to smell it. Let's see. And also, side note on the cats, while we've been here, they've been so great just running around. Their personalities, I need scissors for this. I feel like their personalities have slightly shifted with both being in the car for as long as we were coming here, and then other personalities. That's not the right thing to say. I think this is one of those read the instructions things. Just made a hole with the scissors. But I'm seeing now that they have a hole for you to stab this guy into. So maybe I should not open it all the way. I'm just gonna use the hole I made and go from there. But yeah, that smells really good. More the dynamic between Joe and Barney, the two older cats, has changed the most, where she's become a lot more brave in walking around. I feel like we were able to establish like new dynamics in this house, in this space, and with her comfort level. We were always trying to adjust it at our old place, but the cats had fallen into such a habit where like Joe would basically punk on Barney whenever she would try to go up to the top floor into our room, which of course sucks. So whenever we would try to override that and just bring her up with us, she felt super uncomfortable and wouldn't even want to be there, even if Joe was downstairs or locked out of the room or anything like that. She just didn't feel comfortable in the space, which of course made sense, and it smelled a lot more like the boys than her, so I get that too. But coming here, and we also have an upstairs, she's been completely comfortable, completely roaming free, probably because she was able to like establish space here in the same timing that they were, even though she's the oldest. That's kind of funny. You'd think that like she would have her own domain and they kind of came into it. But anyways, so she's been really good. And then Joe, who normally punks on her a lot, has not been doing that in the same way because I think he's just a little more like nervous of the situation. He's still being very playful in general, very like cuddly, but he just seems a bit more timid. So I think that that has translated in a good way with Barney. So main point of what I was saying is they do run around and they have a great time everywhere, but during the day, because cats being nocturnal, they're literally up in the room sleeping, all in the bed together. Barney's probably in the side cat tree, but not hanging out with us. We're like working down here, hanging out down here, doing our thing down here, editing videos, and they're just chilling. Being in a new environment, we have let them outside a little bit, of course, monitored. And then where we're gonna be in the future, we're also gonna have them outside and get one of those cat cages that's like person height, maybe this wide or so, I don't know. And it's wood with the wire around it. So they can be in it, see nature, hang out, and so fleas might be an issue. So we wanted to get something that would work well with that. See if I can take this. I hate when they put like stickers on the proper sticker, like on the label. It's not gonna come off very nice. I got most of it off for now. But the company is Wonderside. Protect your pack. The container is recyclable, it's plant-based, cruelty-free, USA sourced and made. Second thing that we got is just for the shower in our baskets to help them hang. We bought a set of baskets that came with these for our townhouse, but when removing them from the wall in the bathroom, it was just impossible to reuse them. So it came in a pack of 2. We only need 1 basket in the bathroom, but maybe we'll end up putting the other basket, wire basket, in the kitchen or something once we have tile up. So we shall see. And third item is our water filter. This was definitely needed because being here, they don't have a filter. The tiny house doesn't have a filter for the water yet. Once we're on the property, we will install something that filters all of the water in the house, like from the pump. But initially, we're definitely gonna need something. Otherwise, we're gonna spend a ton on water and go through a lot of plastic. So, don't wanna do that. We ended up getting Life Straw Home, 7-cup glass water filter, pitcher with silicone base. I specifically picked this one because it's glass, and then I like the shape of it in general. I felt like it was a little different than your typical pitcher. I was kind of trying to avoid that look. They just have a little thank you note, and it says that with every purchase and then every filter purchase, they give the equivalent to a school year's worth of water to a child in need. So that is awesome. Always love paying it forward. I'll save the user manual for Jared. Filter. That it's glass. Ideally, it will be durable, / we'll just be careful with it. I know that you can replace the bottom silicone, so I don't know if that's like for different color options or in case something happens to it, but yeah. So, water. Mr. Moo. Hi. Come here. Moo Moo. actually approved for the RV park campsite that we want to stay at for like a month with the tiny house because we need somewhere to park it, we need somewhere to stay. Well, everything's getting ironed out. There was confusion because there is a VIN number, but there's no license plate. And then with getting insurance, it was like, is it a trailer? Is it a house? Is it permanent? Is it partial resident? But we finally got it approved. Fantastic. Mr. Behind the Scenes, trying to eat the Baileys. I'm just gonna... There was just this really loud sound. I have no idea what it was.